What did you think about Complex's list about the top 50 best New York
Bro,
rappers of all time?
correct. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. See, this how much I don't even be paying attention to a lot of shit. Somebody hit me like 2 days ago, right, about that. They're like, man, you should have been on that list. I'm like, what list you talking about, bro? They're like, yo, Complex put out a list of top 50 greatest rappers of all time from New York. Now, me, I'm not gonna go as far as say I should have been on that list, even if I think I'm nicer than a lot of people on that list. I'm not gonna go that far. You feel me? But the list is pretty Ice Spice,
Yeah, she came in at number 50.
bro. Ice Spice, really? Greatest rappers of all time from New York, and y'all got Ice Spice on here, bro. I'm not gonna lie. See, that's the thing with these lists, right? People they give these lists too much power. Who cares about these lists? Because the people that's creating these lists, who made them credible? Like, who the hell, bro? Who cares what they think? This is probably somebody that started listening to hip hop like 8 years ago.
Right.
If that, you know what I mean? Like, and they don't even know what real hip hop is, like type shit. Like, and I'm just assuming because I really don't know who the person was who created the list, but a lot of the times it be people like that, and who cares about these lists? But the list is pretty insulting. You're gonna put Ice Spice as one of the greatest hip hop artists from New York.
Bro, they got Diddy at number 48. I'm sorry, Diddy's a genius when it comes to producing, but as far as a rapper, I don't know, bro. That's crazy.
It's ridiculous, man.
They got
Ridiculous.
Styles P at 46.
46, man. Kiss is like what, number 16?
I don't know. I know they got Jim Jones at 45.
Yeah, they had Kiss at 16. They had Cameron. No, they had, yeah, Kiss 16, Cameron 17, some shit like that. The list is pretty ridiculous, man.
They got Fab at 32 and Fat Joe at 31. I,
That's why throw the whole list away, man. Throw that shit away. Like, for real. Bro, we need to stop giving so much power to these lists. Like, we need to show that we really don't even care about these lists because every time a list drops, right, it gains so much traction online because people talk about it and people disagree with the list and they're so in disbelief, at the people that's on these lists that it creates a sense of shock value. And they do that every time, man, down to the Billboard list, top 50 greatest rappers, top 50 greatest hip hop groups. Like every time they drop a list, it creates controversy. So they do it with that intent in mind. And we react the same way every time.
yeah. I don't know, man. Like, they got Jay at number 1. You agree with that, though? Jay at number 1?
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not
Not
really
mad.
mad at that either. I feel like it could have been Jay or Nas at number 1.
Right.
You
I
know?
mean, because my top five, again, I say this all the time on my platform. My top five greatest rappers of all time. Pac, number one. Number two, Jay Z. Number three, Nas. Number four, Biggie. Number five, Rakim. Those are my top five. So I'm not mad at them for a whole one.
Yeah, see, like some rappers, unfortunately, they didn't have that much of albums. You know what I mean? To like,
Oh, you talking about Biggie?
well, like Biggie and
Big L?
Pun lyrically was amazing. He was up there, but he didn't live long enough to give us like multiple albums. You know what I mean? Like he gave us 2 albums, but I just feel like certain times we need to really like be clear about the conversation about what are we using as the measuring stick for this.
Right, even with Big L, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when people question me putting Jay Z over Biggie, right? When I do that, and to me, it's real easy to answer. Like you just said, Biggie, unfortunately, he didn't have enough time to create. Or actually, let me reword that or say that differently because he had enough time, but he just wasn't able to create more material than what he did. Jay-Z had more time to give us more projects, you know what I'm saying, and display, you know, things that Biggie didn't get to because of his unfortunate demise. And I had to walk that back and say that instead of Biggie didn't have enough time, he just didn't do it. I say that because he had the same amount of time as Pac. Pac just utilized his time differently, you know what I'm saying? And he dropped so much material, it's incredible.
Yeah, most
You
definitely.
know, when people talk about, with me, anytime that you speak about top anything, a lot of things have to come into play. You have to look at the person's songwriting ability, the
Cultural
the
impact.
level, the impact. You have to look at the classic albums, the the diversity, the versatility. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. It's not just like their lyrical ability. That's just one branch.
I
You
agree.
know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people get caught up in that. Yo, nah, but ain't nobody better than him. But bro, that don't mean that he's the greatest. Like, or that person is the greatest. Like, that is more to it than that. That's why when people like, I get so much slack, right? When I name my top five greatest rappers and people don't hear Jadakiss in it, they're like, man, Kiss top five, that all up. How you ain't gonna put Kiss? You hating? Like, bro, my criteria is different as far as like for putting the greats. You know what I mean? My shit ain't just based on lyrics. It's more to it than that, man. You feel me? So a lot of people don't understand the concept of that.
Right. Yeah, and then like we have like Pop Smoke at 27. Like he didn't really live that long to really put out that much content either.
I fuck with Pop Smoke, but come on, let's be real.
No, yeah, I
27,
really fuck with Pop Smoke. He's dope, bro. Like, but like, yeah, like he
but bro,
didn't.
come on, right? But you gonna put him on there and not a Lloyd Banks, or you ain't gonna put like it's so many people, bro.
Yeah, banks get busy too. But like some of these, like I don't know. Would you be okay with Nicki at number 7?
Greatest rappers from New York. Where they got Lauren Hill at? Matter
They
of fact,
don't even have her on the list.
She from Jersey though. She from Jersey.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Um, and then they have Cardi B at number 20. Or no, is it 20 or? Well, they have her somewhere. 25. See, like for me, like you got to take in content into account when you making a list like this, right? Like I'm not putting anybody on the list if they just rapping about pretty much like my pussy, I'm fucking, and you know what I'm saying?
Not hip hop. That's not like what you would consider hip hop.
Yeah. But unfortunately, these days, that has become the majority of what female rap artists, that's the route that they go. We don't have MC Lights and you know what I mean, Lauren Hills and
Yeah, that is the subject matter that's being promoted to the masses.
right.
That it's over hypersexualized music. They're using their sexuality to gain notoriety and to acquire a certain fan base.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Fab spoke about that actually not too long ago.
Yeah, yeah. I saw you did a video on that too.